here. Hello, YouTube world. Trying to make a video to do a little bit of an update. Haven't done very many videos, including my live streams that I usually do on my channel. Giving a little bit of a life update as I sit here in a brand new parking lot for a new gas station they built in Midland, Texas. A place where I used to live when I was young. It's crazy how this place has grown with all the oil and everything coming in. But I haven't been able to play some Dungeons and Dragons lately, and I haven't been able to work on the GM story engine I was planning to do, and the book I'm planning to still publish hopefully sometime in the future after I get things situated. And I guess I needed to get out tonight and try to move forward, keep from getting stuck. Life seems to throw some hard punches lately, and I'm trying to see how much of them I can take and keep moving forward, as the Rocky Balboa once said. But yeah, so this is my first live on the phone. Don't know how it works. I don't know if I'll even get any views or anything, but at least it'll be up for future people that might stumble upon it. But I guess this will be a little bit different than what I usually post, as far as live games, and also games that or game techniques that I use in my world, and how I try to DM and show people my process, see if it helps them out. But now I just kind of wanted to talk a little bit about life philosophy and how D&D kind of got me through hard places and points in life, like it's kind of I was thinking about today. The I don't know, world seems to have a lot of bad things constantly happening. I remember when I was young, I wanted to move to Los Angeles, and I was introduced to Dungeons and Dragons when I was 14 years old. And I was a player in Mo's campaign. One of my buddies, his name was Mo. And interesting enough, he actually kind of looks like the Mo, or similar to the Mo that was in The Simpsons. But anyway, I got introduced to Dungeons and Dragons, and then it helped me process life by escaping difficult situations. And I think if I hadn't been introduced to Dungeons and Dragons, I would have. Oh, hey, I got some people on here. Hello, everybody. Don't mind me as I talk about life experiences. As I mentioned, sitting here in a new parking lot where they built a new gas station. The city's growing. I grew up in Midland, the oil capital of the United States, I guess, right now. But anyway, as I was saying, Mo introduced me to Dungeons and Dragons, and it helped me through difficult times in my life when I was in my teens, and I had some interesting years as a teen. And then one of my biggest goals since I was 8 years old was to go to Los Angeles and become an actor. And so much so that I grew up with my grandparents, and after they passed away, I was 17 when my grandfather passed away. I ended up just taking off to Los Angeles and staying out in the streets for about a year. And I remember there was a Barnes and Nobles there where I used to go and read all the Dungeons and Dragons books. And I've never read novels. I always only played Dungeons and Dragons. And then when the what do you call it? Hell, what's up, man? Reading some of these comments, but I learned about what was it, Dragonlance. So I really enjoyed that and escaped my situation living in the streets over there by going up there on the second floor of Barnes and Nobles on Third Street Promenade and reading. And I actually started running a campaign, and everybody. It was different kind of life back then when you lived in the 90s, I guess, compared to people living in the streets in Los Angeles nowadays. But you actually had kids from like 13 years old and older from there on. I was 17 at that time, but going on 18. And I think my largest campaign I ran was about 20 people. We all lived in the streets and we gathered around and we'd play in the parking lot. And I think somebody was talking about Drizzt Do'Urden. I hadn't read The Forgotten Realms. I was more familiar with Dragonlance back then. But I would have all the people gather around. We would even have cops come by with donuts sometimes and see us. And they would drop off these donuts knowing that we were just playing Dungeons and Dragons in the parking lot, not doing anything, keeping away from trouble. And I think that's one of the biggest memories I have about Dungeons and Dragons and what I tried to bring into my games nowadays, because I really liked the story and escaping reality during hard times. And currently, with all the situations I'm going through right now, I want to get back into it as soon as possible. But I think that's what I find myself missing right now, is not being able to get to my computer and play with the group I was playing with and start escaping into that fantasy, because right now it was reality hitting me. And I had to go for a drive and get out of the current place I'm staying at, since I can't really do anything there. More of a photographer, and I was actually becoming a professional DM. Well, I've been a professional DM. And then not being able to do my games on Sundays and Tuesdays are the only two games I had left right now. But I figured I'd make a live video and explain why I haven't been able to post any of those. So, hello everybody. I see everybody saying hi there. So, hope everybody's having a good night or day, depending what part of the world this is all going through. But I know I have some subscribers and people that play in my games here. Probably catch this live later on as well. So I haven't given up on the games yet. When y'all see this, I still plan to get back and find a place to put my computer and all the stuff to set up and get things going, and also start working on my GM story engine again and giving it techniques on how I play. But for now, I'm just kind of talking about life in D&D. So I don't know. People might find it boring, but I just needed a outlet while I process through all the problems I'm going through right now. And since I was 14, D&D has always been a help, and I think it does help out people out there. I think it gives them a fantasy to escape. But aside from that, I should probably be making more videos here, and I'm thinking I'm going to make more videos as I drive around the city maybe sometimes. Maybe I can show you a little bit of cityscapes of Midland. Anybody who doesn't live around Midland can hear the cops trying to stop somebody. It's so crazy how large this city has grown. Yeah, I guess that's what it is. Somebody had a crash right there. Isn't that interesting? But I guess I'm going to go ahead, and I just wanted to experiment and see how this live did. My first live on a phone. I'll probably make some more in the future, see how interesting I can make it. And then probably just be talking about life experiences in D&D. And I just wanted to start off with my first experiences and the ones I had when I was first introduced, and the ones I had when I was living in Los Angeles, my first time as a teenager in the streets of LA. So, aside from that, look forward to some future ones until I can get a permanent place of residence again. But, alrighty, guys. I guess I will see y'all on the next live. I'll try to make one tomorrow, probably. It's about the same time. Usually I try to get out of the house. I'm actually staying temporarily in a place in Midland right now, unless I decide to completely move or go back to California. Haven't really decided yet. But thanks for listening, and we'll see you again sometime. Goodbye.